Farage, can I just ask you say open season about anything, can I ask just about something different?
Yes, of course you can. My dear fellow, I would expect nothing less from our favourite national broadcaster.
Thank you very much. This morning, Richard Tully said on the radio, he was asked about the comments made by schoolmates of yours who had said that the comments you made they viewed as racist and offensive. He said that they were lying. You have said before that you did make comments, it made them banter, it wasn't directly racial viewing. So Richard Tully is wrong.
I thought this morning's performance by one of your lower grade presenters on the Today programme was utterly disgraceful. I think to frame a question around the leader of Reform's relationship with Hitler, which is how she framed it, was despicable, disgusting, beyond belief. Are you surprised that 500,000 people every year refuse to pay the licence fee? But let me say this to you. The double standards and hypocrisy of the BBC are absolutely astonishing. At the time I was alleged to have made these remarks, one of your most popular weekly shows was the Black and White Minstrels, right? The BBC were very happy to use blackface. Oh, and not just in the Black and White Minstrels, you did it in It Ain't Half Hot Mum as well. And what about Alf Garnett? Do you remember what he called Marigold? Do you remember the word he used to describe Marigold on not live, but on primetime national TV? I better not repeat the word, otherwise you'll all use it and say that I used it. Homophobia? It ain't half hot, mum. Are you being served? Oh, and what about Bernard Manning? Perfectly happy at exactly the same time for Bernard Manning to appear on primetime national BBC comedy, telling jokes for which these days you'd probably get a knock at the door from our thought police and perhaps get a 31-month prison sentence. I cannot put up with the double standards of the BBC about what I'm alleged to have said 49 years ago and what you were putting out on mainstream content. So I want an apology from the BBC for virtually everything you did throughout the 1970s and 80s. And I will respond to your direct question. I've received many letters over the course of the last few days from people that I was at school with. This one I think is particularly relevant. I was a Jewish pupil at Dulwich College at the same time, and I remember him very well. While there was plenty of macho, tongue-in-cheek schoolboy banter, it was humour. And yes, sometimes it was offensive, rather like most of the BBC's output, but never with malice. I never heard him racially abuse anyone. If he had, he would have been reported and punished. He wasn't. The news stories are without evidence except for belatedly politically dubious recollections from nearly half a century ago. Back in the 1970s, the culture was very different. Perhaps, Damon, you should reflect on that. Especially at Dulwich. Lots of boys said things they'd regret today, or just laugh at. Whilst Nigel stood out, he was neither aggressive nor a racist. If I can help in any way, let me know. And I've had plenty of those messages over the course of the last few days, and I'm sick to death of the double standards and hypocrisy, above all, of your organisation. And what happened on the Today programme this morning was a complete bloody disgrace. Next, Sam Coates from Sky News. No, I'm done with you, thank you.
My question was,
Nigel Farage's televised clash with the BBC was more than a heated exchange. It was a calculated counter-offensive. Confronted with resurfaced allegations that he'd made racist remarks as a schoolboy, Farage didn't just deny the claims. He reframed the entire conversation as a referendum on the BBC's credibility. By attacking the broadcaster's own historical output, citing blackface performances, homophobic humor, and inflammatory characters from decades old BBC programming, he positioned himself not as the accused, but as the accuser. His argument was simple and aggressive. How can an institution responsible for so many culturally regressive broadcasts judge him for alleged comments from half a century ago? This tactic allowed Farage to shift the narrative from personal accountability to institutional hypocrisy. Moreover, the anger on display wasn't accidental. Farage understands the political value of confrontation, especially live on TV, where emotion can overshadow nuance. Branding the BBC's behavior disgusting and a bloody disgrace wasn't just a critique. It was a rallying cry to viewers already hostile to the national broadcaster. By reading a supportive letter from a Jewish former classmate, he further insulated himself from the racism allegations while suggesting a politically motivated smear campaign. In essence, Farage turned a potentially damaging moment into an opportunity to energize his base, attack one of his favorite targets, and recast himself as the victim of elite media double standard. The performance wasn't accidental. It was classic Farage, confrontational, strategic, and engineered for maximum impact.
John's the man here. He's been the secretary of this social club for more than 20 years. Thank you for joining us, John. Can we have a little tour? And I'm going to ask you a few questions whilst we do it. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. So, John, I wanted to know, why do you think so many people in this area are going from Labour to Reform?
The main reason, I'd say, is that Labour isn't doing it for Wales anymore. It's all, they've 20 miles an hour driving,
Yeah.
dearest beer in the supermarkets, roads, terrible state, rubbish everywhere.
Right, okay, and just to give a bit of context, this is one of the rooms of this social club. We've got the darts boards over there, the pool tables there as well. This is very much a social hub, and this place is going to be jam-packed because we're doing our show live from here tonight. Follow me back out here, come with me, John. And a lot of people as well are wondering, John, in fact, before I ask you this question, our show tonight is going to be from in this room here, but I'm going to make you wait to see what's in there. I'm going to make you wait to see what's in there. It's spectacular. John, a lot of people are wondering whether or not Nigel Farage could actually win in Wales. Obviously, he's not Welsh, is he? He's very much not Welsh. How do you think he'll do?
He's not Welsh, but he talks a language. It's, you know, openly doesn't like the Tories, openly doesn't like Labour. Same as the rest of us now, because we were Labour, now we're switching off. So, yeah, you may well get a good shout.
Absolutely.
Reform.
Well look, and this is really kind of one of the prides of the local area, by the way, and it's places like this that I think more local Labour MPs should come to, so they can hear the views of people, real people on the ground. Talk to us about what goes on in this room, because this is absolutely rocks, doesn't it?
There we are. Last Saturday we had a local band here, and it was packed. It'll hold 300. We keep it to 250 just for safety purposes. And then we are the hub for Glamorgan County Darts. And any home game for the darts, say we play Surrey or Lancashire, it'll be here. Busloads come in.
This is it.
It's a great place. It's bouncing.
It's a great place. And you are the man with your ear to the ground. The person who runs a social club knows the views of local people, ordinary, hard-working, salt-of-the-earth folk more than anyone else. What are they telling you politically at the minute?
Labour are out. None of my friends are voting Labour. So it'll be one or the other. Plaid or Reform.
Plaid or Reform. Now, just to say, later on tonight, John, thank you very much. John's going to add top sport here because he's hosting us here tonight. We're going to have a choir in there. We're going to have people from Plaid, Reform, Labour as well, the whole lot. And we're going to have a really, really good back and forth all night here. This is the place to be this evening, 9 to 11 p.m. on GB News. It's going to be the epicentre of a political earthquake here. So make sure that you join us.